Okay, and here we are, back again, ready to kick this off. We've got 5 of the 6 players ready to go. We're just waiting on one more to join, and we will be kicking off the Titans versus Bandicoots novice team. Give me 1 second and I can look at the lineups. I believe it is Capex, Seer on one team, Lavender Lamps, Focus, and Newt on the other. We're just waiting for Mountain Drew. And Seer wanted me. Oh, fuck. I need to send this to Drew. Spectate. Did they all make it? Well, while they're playing that, let me send this to Drew. They're in. I don't know why they're playing 2-on-3, but we are going to see how this rolls out. And it seems like it is not going to go in favor as of right now. This is 100% my fault. I assumed, because they were in a chat by themselves, that they would have been talking. Apparently not. So we will hopefully see. Mountain Drew is saying that he made lobby. I had messaged somebody prior to this saying that I had already made lobby. I don't know how that was not communicated on their end, but we will see how it goes. Oh my god. Okay. So they are remaking lobby. Let me see if I can do some things. I'm going to throw it in here. Okay, and we are back. Lobby has been 100% remade. I don't know why my filters are not working for this. Let me see if I can fix this because I should not be this loud. 32. Let's if this will stop. What the hell? Let's see. No. Um, well, we'll just adjust from here. And we're off. Let me throw this into spectate. And Mountain Drew with the pickup. Getting it up to Sear. Sear is going to pop it over and score. This remake seems to be working in favor of the Titans. Big demo coming out there to allow Sear to get up to that goal and just put it in. Big bump coming out, but Sear able to grab it. Taking it to the ceiling. Not using his reset. Mountain Drew popping into the corner. And Focus trying to get it out of his own zone. This might be a goal, and it is. For the Bandicoots. Big misses by Mountain Drew and Lavender Lamps to not take it out of midfield where it got popped up at, but Focus trying to get out of his zone, popping it across. Sear able to read it and going into the corner and waiting on Newt, who has no boost. And Sear with a great pinch off of the ground shot from Mountain Drew. Not even a pinch. I correct myself. Just a nice little bounce shot into the goal. Unable to be saved by the Bandicoots. So you're getting a big bump there, making sure that they cannot follow it. Drew to the top, almost getting it in, but Focus just able to, as his name implies, focus and keep it out of their goal. Oh, and a big touch there by Newt off a pass by Lavender off the backboard. And that brings us to an even 2-2 in game one. Mountain Drew missing that nice touch off the backboard that would have cleared it off. But luckily it's been kicked out. And they're trying to get it out of the Bandicoot's end where it ended up. Drew with the pass by Sear and almost had it in had it not been for a double commit by the Bandicoots. Focused with a big blast down in. Newt trying to control this to the corner. Lavender just not in a great position there to keep on that ball. And Newt again with a big blast out to the Titans Titan side. Focus around Seer. Drew, I'm sorry, Cap, trying to get that touch on it. Seer off the post and taken back out of their side. Lavender trying to get a shot on goal, just not anywhere near it though. Drew passing it mid. Seer keeping control of it, or attempting to, as Focus just takes it off his car. Seer trying to get a touch out, see if he can. He cannot save it. That is unfortunate. A big whiff there by Seer, and then another big whiff by Cap. Ends up in a goal for the Bandicoot side. And then a big kickoff goal there for the Bandicoots, bringing them up to a 2-goal lead. Cap trying to control it, but unfortunately not able to. Seer controlling this, losing it to that bump. Drew up, Newt taking it from him though. And a big bump by Cap, trying to get a pass over to Drew, but Drew is unfortunately demoed on that side of the half. Seer keeping this in the Bandicoots half. Maybe they can make something of this play. A double commit there from the Bandicoots. Newt not able to get a touch on that, but Mountain Drew coming up. Trying to pop it over Focus, but unfortunately cannot. And Newt keeping it in corner. And game one goes to the Bandicoots. Oh, actually. Oh, well, we'll just stick with Manfield. I was planning on changing stadiums, but I accidentally read it up prior to. Big kickoff, staying in mid. Cap being able to pop it over to Wall to Seer. And Lavender cleaning that up to Mountain Drew, who is just there to read that midfield pass. Big bump coming out from Newt, but unable to actually, convert on that, with Seer coming up after the fact. Big pass by Mountain Drew during that demo, and Seer just slipping it right past Focus. Seer again trying, not able to find that top corner, banging it off the wall. The Titans seem like they're hugely in defense's Focus just gets a nice little breezy off that. I'm sorry, not even a breezy, a nice little double coming from the sidewall all the way over. Demo and Lavender. We'll see if they can convert on this to make it 2-1. They are not able to as the bumps come out from both sides as Cap decides to blast it down. Big whiff from Focus, trying to center it for Newt, who's not reading that play. It might have been a little bit of miscommunication. Sear taking it to the ceiling. Taking it to the air. And Mountain Drew trying to slip it in, just not able to. And with 0 boost, this is going to be a fight and rush back. Controlled by Newt, off the back wall. Past the Lavender, slots it, bottom left corner. And the Bandicoots again lead this series. Let's hope that the Titans can come back and answer. And a close double by Cap almost made it 2-2 tied game again. The Bandicoots are playing very, very heavily on the bumps and demos, keeping the Titans on their toes, as they don't know where the next bump might be coming from. And Sear just not able to get there fast enough. Cap trying to keep it in. Sear also getting a nice 50 to keep it in. And now it's the Bandicoots scoring. I was about to say getting it finally out of their half for the first time in about 15 to 20 seconds. And just amazingly able to put it on there. Mountain Drew not able to catch that to keep it out of his own net. $50 by Lavender. Kept in by Focus. And Mountain Drew just able to get it out. Big demos coming out. 2 of them. The last one being a double. And the Titans just not able to keep it out of their own net. I think it's the physicality of this game is just throwing them off and throwing the rotations off. It has been a tough game for the Titans. Down by 3 with a minute and a half left. They have got to figure something out to keep these guys from being able to continue what they've been doing. Big pop by Cap. Sear there to collect. Can he get it? He cannot, but Cap keeping it in. Off the post. And Cap able to bring this to a 2-4, cutting the lead in half. This might be a turnaround for the Titans. We'll have to wait and see. So you're getting it down to the Bandicoot's end. Not able to follow that up. But Mountain Drew keeping it in. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Titans really need something here if they're going to bring this back and make it a 1-1 series. Not enough boost in the tank for Sear. Cap just blasting it down to their end. The Bandicoot's end as it goes off the wall and down onto the ground with the Bandicoots taking a 2-0 lead. And we start Game 3 at DFH Stadium. And it starts early with a goal by Newt. Mountain Drew trying to keep it in, but just unfortunately a miss. Ends up with Newt blasting it down to the Titans' end and just right on goal. This is not what you want to see if you're a Titans fan. So you're trying to put it in front of net, just not able to because of the defensive of the Bandicoots. Sear bumped by Newt off of that. Trying for the Doomsy by Cap, just not able. Right off the side of the post. And Sear taking this to the air. Over to Mountain Drew, who was not expecting it. He was just stopped on the side and not able to actually get a touch on the ball until late. And pinched in by Sear and Newt. You hate to be that player that just ends up popping it into your own net. I know Newt is definitely going to be wanting to take that back as that ties the game up. And Sear right back to it. Just as Newt had pinched it into his own net, Sear, unfortunately not having enough boost, and just ends up putting it in his own net, bringing it back up with Bandicoots in the lead. Sear tried to beat out Focus on that, could not. Focus with a big double demo. Newt trying for the double, but unfortunately missing. And Cap taking that double. We saw Sear try to pop it in, just could not, but Cap luckily able to clean up his own shot. Let's see if maybe this was the turnaround that the Titans needed to be able to come back in this game. Focus easily clearing that away from his own net, with Lavender taking it down to the Titans' own end. Cap popping it around one, getting a demo. Newt with nothing in the tank, trying to get it out. Does. Sear popping it around him, but now Focus has it again with no boost. It seemed there for a while that the Bandicoots just had nothing left in the tank to try to get something going, but was able to keep it out of their own net as the Bandicoots are just on the offensive now. They have reset, and the Titans coming in full swing. Cap trying to go for a shot there. Mountain Drew trying to get some kind of bump, but unable to. A team bump there might end up in a goal, and Newt just slightly missing it off net. Seer up for the 50. Andrew got the corner boost down and kept away by Cap. Focus getting bumped off that ball, but now Newt is there to clean it up. Shot on net, knocked away by Cap. Cap is just all over this ball. And that's what you love to see out of a teammate, is someone who can just be there constantly. Cap trying to get a pass down to Mountain Drew that's blocked away. Seer also trying to get it out, but blocked away by Newt. And Seer just trying to muscle his way in, not able to because Newt is just there for the block. And popped out by Focus. A little bit of miscommunication there, I believe, as two of the Titans go for the same ball. Luckily, it worked out in their favor, getting it out to the side. And we might have a Game 3 overtime unless somebody can score right here on a 0-second goal. It is being kept up by both teams. And I think that's going to send us into overtime. Next goal wins. Let's see if the Titans can do something to bring this series back into their favor and make it a 2-1. As they do in a phenomenal way, a giant pass by Cap over to Seer off the backboard where the Bandicoots just are not able to touch it. What a phenomenal play. And now we move on to Game 4, which is in Utopia Coliseum. Let's see if maybe we can get a Game 5 out of all of this, as it seems like the Titans might be ready to bring this comeback. I know my mental would be a lot better after that win, especially with such a quick overtime in the books. A double commit there by the Titans, popped into the mid. Mountain Drew able to keep it away from net, and now he's in the air with it. Try to pass down to Cap, which is unfortunately just wide of the goal. And a big score by Mountain Drew brings this Titan team just a small step closer to being able to bring this to a Game 5. Sear trying to keep it just off the wall. Not able to. Cap sending it over to Mountain Drew. Who is... disable. B. Double check. Okay. So we are going to have a long intermission with this. And I am so sorry, I just missed that. The Titans coming in with a 2-goal lead as I'm trying to figure out info for the next stream. Looks like we are going to have a decent sized intermission, depending on if we go to game 5 or not. So let us hope that it is a game 5, because as a single streamer, as Mountain Drew is just able to put that in, intermissions in between games are just a tough thing to go off of, because there's only so much that we can talk about. We can try to cover this last game, but there's just so much going on. And a big pop by Mountain Drew, shot by Lavender, and it is just in, unable to be saved by Cap. Cap super awkward in the goal, not able to make that little save. Brings us to a 3-1 with 2 minutes left. And another big goal coming out from the Bandicoots, bringing this to a 3-2 game. Focus was a big clear downwards, touched away by Sear, who's trying to get a big clear but can't. Mountain Drew sending it up, Sear up for it, knocking it up, and luckily able to kick it away to his own corner. And then Cap sending it back down the line. And a big touch by Sear, making this a 4-2, doubling their lead. If the Titans can keep this up, definitely expect a game 5. A big bang by Sear. Unfortunately, he gets a team bump off of Mountain Drew. Focus up, going for a double and getting it from that angle. What a crazy play. And working out amazingly to the Bandicoots. Sear up, trying to keep it in their end. All they need is just for it to touch the ground, and we have a Game 5 going to Champions Field. Let us swap around to Champions Field. And here we go. Game 5 on the line with these teams that have just absolutely been showing out. Let's see if the Titans can pull off this full reverse sweep. Because as we've seen, it became a 2-game series early on. I say early on. The first 2 games won by the Bandicoots. And the Titans have just been absolutely just dominating these last 2 games as we see Focus just coming in and blasting through what little was left of the Titans defense. You hate to see it if you're the Titans. Mountain Drew trying to keep it out. Sear waiting for the bounce to pop it out. Mountain Drew just able to be there, trying to get it around. Cannot. Cap there with a massive blast right at the top right corner, bringing this again back into sight for the Titans. With a tied game of 1-1. Newt trying to pop it around. Does pop it past one. The second man can't get to it. Sear on 0 boost, popping it out. Lavender getting there, trying to work around the corner, around Mountain Drew, not able to. Cap getting a big bump. And a back pass that might come back to haunt them, but they're able to get it out. The Titans are just on the attack. Sear in the corner, not able to beat out Newt, who had 0 boost. Cap there, trying to pass out with a small, slow pinch, but working out in their favor with Mountain Drew. What a shot. Bringing it to 2-1 with the Titans. There is still just under 3.5 minutes left. We'll have to see what happens between these teams and to see if the Titans can keep this pressure going and keep their win streak alive. I have been absolutely impressed by the way these teams have been playing against each other and the way the Titans have come back and a big clear, but the way these teams have been able to come back and work from a 2-game loss streak in this series to now it being tied 2-2 game 5, and they're up. It may only be by 1, but 1 goal is all it takes to win this series. And a big blast out, no one back as Focus from the midfield sidewall is just able to just pop it around over everyone. Cap's trying to get it over to the net, not able to focus. No one back though. Newt popping it off the top, but Cap is there to blast it away as there was a double commit by the Bandicoots. Bumps trying to come through from Drew. Not able to focus, taking a nice 50. Big demo coming out from Newt. Mountain Drew missing that corner boost, but able to kind of work it along the wall to keep it out of the hands of the Bandicoots. Cap's trying to clear it out, but unfortunately Lavender's just there. But Sear also there trying to just keep it out. And an open net just leads to a Titans new goal. And they're up 3-2 by an unfortunate miss. And right back, the Bandicoots answer off of this kickoff goal. Unfortunately, Sear making a big whiff there, and Cap just unfortunately not able to touch it either. Mountain Drew keeping it in the Bandicoots' end, and Sear keeping that out, staying on the wall, and a big pop out as they block it. Cap trying to get a pass down to Sear, not able to. Newt up off the wall, but not able to get a second touch off that. 30 seconds left. As a double commit off the wall, Lavender able to blast it forward. No boost in the tank, hardly at all for the Titans. Mountain Drew's the only one with some kind of boost, as Cat is able to grab one of the corners. And it's blasted out for Mountain Drew, popped up. Can they, with 1 second left, the Titans have scored. And unless there's a kickoff goal, this has become a reverse sweep for the Titans. Sear already coming out with the GGs as he believes it is done. And that is it. The Titans come back and reverse sweep the Bandicoots. What a phenomenal series to watch. Just wonderful. A bunch of GGs coming out. Couple of hearts as we see them leave. And what a series to watch. What a series. I cannot believe that the Titans came back and won that in a giant reverse sweep. That was phenomenal to watch. If you're just now joining us, we are with CSA and we are running the week 5 matches. And the next one up is Superstar. So we are going to go ahead and create this server and let some people know. I will be actually right back as I'm getting a phone call. And we're back. We have an interview with, I believe, Seer, you are the captain, correct, of the Titans for the novice team?
No, I am not the captain. Mountain Drew is the captain.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us your thoughts on the game. Y'all did come back and reverse sweep the Bandicoots. Tell us the thought process going through that and how you and the team worked together to kind of talk out how that went.
Yeah, we had to play to their level. They were causing us a lot of problems and going out for annoying plays that we could not stop and figure out. And we struggled in the first couple of games. We did not have our synergy. We had no momentum. There was no efficiency in our shots, and we were just panicking on defense. But we came back and we started to realize how they were playing. And I believe we showed a lot of resilience in the games that we won because we were shutting down their offensive pressure. And that ultimately contributed to our win.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Y'all were definitely struggling on defense the first half of that series. It was great to watch y'all come back and, show that not only were you the better team, but you had the better defense, the better offense. You for the last 3 games you were constantly in their half. Um, what what really changed? Was it your motivation? Was it Mountain Drew's motivation? What did you think was the deciding factor in all of that?
Well, after we were almost about to get swept, I was just telling them that, hey, we need to start rotating better and we need to stop hesitating. Just go for the ball. Do not wait. Do
Yeah,
not be scared. Just make a play and get out. Just rotate back. And I emphasized that, and it helped us with our defense. We weren't scared. We weren't scared of Focus. Focus was probably the most mechanical player in that lobby, but we stuck to our identity, and it came down to fundamentals, and we blocked shots that we were just going up for things that should have not been approached. So in the change after Forbidden Temple, we embraced the challenge and we used it as momentum.
oh, absolutely. You love to see it. You definitely do, especially as, a person on that team. I'm sure you're glad to see that y'all were able to come back from the 2 game deficit to come back reverse sweep in what looked like it was just going to be a blowout.
Right. It was just I was almost about to crash out, but luckily that didn't happen. And I think having a sub was just a refreshment because we normally don't play with a sub, so it was kind of different for us to play against a team like that, who is mechy, who is annoying, a team that likes to demo and bump. It was different for us, and we weren't predicting something like that, but we rose to the occasion and we adapted.
Jesus. Yeah, you definitely hate to see that with a sub going against, a team that has been playing together. They know each other real well. So going into it with a sub is definitely difficult. Uh, Amazing to see that y'all were able to not just come back but thrive in those last 3 games of the series.
Yeah, we we
Sorry,
were
Dad. I'm
expecting
I'm doing
that
things
this
right
team was
now.
going to be
Oh,
tough.
Sorry,
They
I'm doing
are
things
a
right now.
questionable franchise, but that doesn't mean that the players are questionable themselves. They
Yeah,
have
it's
good
actually
talent over
sitting next to
there.
me right now.
I'm 100% sure that team will be in the playoffs, even past Major 2. That team is able to give teams a hard time, and I think what they had going for them is special because I have yet to play against a team that was doing that. I never played against a team that was as fluid in their plays and they made everything seamless alongside each other. And that team is going to be destructive later on.
True. Yeah, you definitely it definitely comes down to, the fluidity, just like you were saying. It was great to see y'all, be able to come back from that though. Absolutely phenomenal gameplay by everyone on the team, including the sub that you had.
Yeah, and
Okay, but
kudos to
Dad.
our sub for coming out.
Hello?
We didn't have chicken,
Hey.
but our sub played phenomenal, and we got
I
the dubs. We won our other match too, and we
I
swept
know.
Denver straight up.
I heard you for the most part, but yeah. I'll talk to you later. Love you too, Dad. I will. All right. Bye. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So it was great to have you here. It seems like we're about to roll into your team's superstars matches.
Nice. Yeah,
Is
they are crazy.
Oh, I can't
I
wait.
mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, they are just like us. I mean, I think we're better if we took them on, but
As
yeah,
always.
they're cool. They're cool, and I want to see all of them score like hat tricks in this series.
Oh, absolutely. DJ is definitely one to be watched, and so is Bob.
Yeah, that's a solid group right there. They're going to be locked
Absolutely.
in. And they have a lot of effort that could bring them to success.
I don't know too much about Eli, so I'm gonna be definitely watching out for him. But it seems like you definitely have a solid team when it comes to your superstar team.
Yeah, we got players that lead in different ways, some vocally, some in different IQ ranges, but regardless of style, they all hold each other accountable and set the tone for the rest of the franchise.
Oh, definitely. I know DJ is the one that's IQ ranges.
Yeah, his is like 1,000, and then Bob's like 100, and Eli is like 0.
You'll love to see it. Everybody's making up for something.
Yeah.
But it was great to have you here and interview with us.
Yeah,
I'm sure
thank
the
you for having
fans
me here.
absolutely love to hear, the thought process behind that amazing reverse sweep that y'all had, especially knowing that, y'all had a sub. So,
Yeah, business as usual.
business as usual. I'll let you get back at it there, Seer. Look forward to seeing y'all later on in the season.
Thank you. Good luck.
Appreciate it. And it looks like we're going to be waiting for a few minutes while while things are kind of settling out. Um, I'll see if I can't find out some information to see what is going on right now with the other team because all of the Titans are here. And the other team, according to the rules, has, I believe, 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to join. And it is now 5 minutes past game time. as I'm sitting here talking, they join. So here we absolutely go. As we are in the wrong stadium, as I realize this, because I never changed it. So, wild as it is, this is starting out in Champions Field and will be reverted later after this game because I am not trying to have them rejoin because that would just be unfortunate for them. And a big kickoff, almost a goal, immediately off the bat by Bob the Huge Man. Luckily, able to be saved away by the Bandicoots. As the trash talking already comes out as DJ puts in an amazing goal. Cole asking someone to stop. Oh, they're saying they're getting lag. Let's ask if they want a remake. Alright. We are going to get a remake as we wait for everybody to leave. And we will be remaking this, which will easily fix. I'm going to put this here. Back. And Bob the Huge Man is saying that he is absolutely excited for this. As we start off again. Maybe not. We are sitting waiting. Bob the Huge Man going for a reset, but not able to get it. And a big 50 out to center, but not on the net. Bob the Huge Man keeping it into corner, grabbing the corner boost, popping it over Barry. Tries to 50 down, but Eli is just not able to get there. DJ playing this in the reverse. as we heard from Seer before, I can't really, comment on the IQs of the people, but DJ being apparently the mind of the game for this team, playing in reverse is an absolute wild move. And a big corner boost steal by Bob. A bump by Cole. Cole trying to put it in center, but Chili being there to put it on, but Eli knocking it away. A double commit by the Bandicoots as it's hit to the sidewall, Barry pinching it towards net. Skim attempt, not able to get it. Again, not able to get it by Eli, but DJ being able to put it out of their own zone. A big demo coming out on DJ, as it was likely going to be a 1v2. Something I would like to point out is I have played with DJ, and his game sense is absolutely astronomical. He knows where to be, when to be there, and has just taken this game to another level. I'm honestly 100% surprised he is not in the top tier of this league. Big team bumps coming out. DJ getting a bounce out to mid to Eli, who's trying to get it back over to DJ, who just can't do it because of the 50. Bob banging it out, trying to get a pass out to mid, but not able to. But DJ is there to sling it towards net. Unfortunately, it's just off the top. And Chili taking that away from Eli. A huge clear by Bob. Cole trying to pinch it forward, but DJ there and blasting it over into the Bandicoot's end. And a big shot by Eli secures the first goal of this game with a minute and a half remaining. With gameplay like this, we're not sure if we're going to see any other goals or not. Bob trying to get up for that, but just could not get the block. DJ working it around one. Bob popping it over to corner. DJ trying to get up to block again. Just not able to. And Eli slowing this down. Faking. And another huge pop out and a touch by DJ over to the side. Let's see if they can get this saved, as Cole just unfortunately misses it to tie the game up. Big bump on Eli there. And Eli with a second goal of the game, bringing it to 2-0 with 45 seconds left. Can the Bandicoots get an answer back? And Eli with his hat trick with a pass. Weirdly enough, by Bob, who just had a misplay from the other team. 3-0 with 30 seconds remaining. Can the Bandicoots do anything, and how are they going to respond in the following games to have possibly a chance at, getting back at this Titans team? Eli being set up for possibly a fourth, but just people getting in the way, and then Bob putting it in off of Eli. That will be definitely the dagger of the game. DJ trying to keep it on the ground to end this as it touches anyway in the Titan zone end. Will the Bandicoots have any kind of retaliation coming up? As we go to Forbidden Temple for game number 2. And a big redirect by Bob not long after the kickoff, 6 seconds into this game. Tried to clear out Eli with a big bang towards the net, and Bob just able to read it, knowing there's a defender, popping it over into the top right corner. Demo's coming out. Let's see if maybe the Bandicoots are just doing their best at now becoming a physical match to try to stall the Titans on this amazing offense that they've been having, as well as defense. Because it was a 4-0 game, the last game. The Bandicoots couldn't even get that many shots on goal. And none going into the goal. Oh, miscommunication by Bob and Eli. DJ having to rush back, trying to get around, but unfortunately, Chile just throws that way too high for his team. And Cole trying to get something going here. But unfortunately, the Titans are just all over this ball. Not able to do much. And a ping off the sidewall. A pass out to mid, but a big whiff by Barry. Just not able to get a touch on it that would have sent that into the goal. Demo's coming out. Chile passing to Cole, but just blocked away. And what an angle by DJ coming off of that sidewall and off the backboard read. Huge plays coming out here in this superstar matchup. DJ just missing that double off that pass from Eli. Barry with no boost whatsoever. And a shot attempt by Chile, but just wide. And no one there to be able to follow it up except for the Titans defense. Big demos coming out. Eli trying to get it, but Chile just knocking it into the back of the net. Bringing bringing the lead down by 1. Eli making a play, trying to get it to Bob the Huge Man, or maybe Bob the Huge Man was just trying to get it out and help out his teammate, but just not able to get past that defense. DJ playing it over, or Chile playing it over 1. DJ getting the 50 though. Eli up to knock it away from the goal. Bob trying to get it there, but just can't. Luckily, DJ able to follow that up. And Eli coming in clutch and hitting another goal. I believe that's his 4th goal this entire series. Yes, 4th goal of the entire series. DJ getting the reset, popping it over to Bob. Bob trying to pop it over to something. Not 100% sure what his thought process was there. DJ getting it in and playing it off the defenseman who just could not get there. That seemed like it was going to go in either way. If Barry hadn't been there, it still would have gone in. It is now 4-1 with 1:10 left. Can the Bandicoots do anything to stop this Titans offense? DJ trying to get a touch there, just can't. And Eli trying to put it back towards center, and it's just getting blocked away. And a double by Eli. That is an absolutely crazy goal. Look at this angle. Just absolutely. How do you even block something like that? No one expects that kind of angle coming from anyone. Even pros have trouble hitting that angle, and here you have it casually getting hit in a threes match. Eli there to knock it back into the Bandicoot zone. And the Titans go up 2-0 in the series. And we are now headed to DFH Stadium for Game 3. Can the Bandicoots pull something out of a hat to bring this game back, bring this series back, to be able to do something? Because right now, as it stands, if the Titans win this next game, and they've won the last 2 by a huge margin, if they can't bring it back, this will be the end of the Bandicoots for this series. DJ trying to put one in. Just barely blocked away by the Bandicoot's defense. What a great challenge by DJ. Popped up, but DJ was able to get... Oh, Bob trying to get the double on there, but just so much going on. Like, I can't even comment on everything that's happening. Because then I start to say one thing, and then another thing just absolutely happens. DJ trying to get plays on, stealing boost at the same time. Bob just trying for a double. It's immaculate gameplay. You love to see it coming from these Titans, who they're going to try to get this straight out. And Bob, with the goal, bringing it to a 1-0, as I was saying, trying to bring this into a full sweep. And you just love to see it if you're a Titans fan. All the Titans have to do now is just hold the line for the next 2.5 minutes, and they will have this entire series in the bag. Off the post from DJ, miss by Bob, and an attempt by Eli that just gets blocked away. A big bump by Eli to steal that mid boost so that he can stay in these plays. He attempted to try to get that corner boost, but just missed it slightly. Oh, an attempted redirect by Eli would have been a phenomenal play. Just slightly missed it. And he's up to keep it to the corner and away from his team's goal. 90 seconds left. And Barry with a huge goal. Minute 25 left on the clock. Tied game. Next goal, depending on how quickly it happens, could mean either game 5 or game 4, I'm sorry, or an end to the series with the Titans just coming out on top. And a big kickoff goal wins by Eli 3 seconds after I'm saying this. And it is now 2-1. And again, all the Titans have to do is just play this out. If they can play this out and not let another goal through, they will win the entire series. And of course, Bob coming in again 3 seconds later and securing a cushion goal. Making sure that this game is theirs. This series is theirs. As I haven't reset borrow, and it's showing wild amounts of shit. There we go. We have fixed the stream. I'm surprised I haven't noticed that before. I'm sorry to anybody that's been watching. But it is 2-0 with 30 seconds just now hitting the clock. Bob going for another shot on goal and just barely not getting it. DJ up, not able to. And as the clock hits 0, that will be the end of it. We all just have to wait for the ball to touch the ground as the Titans win in a complete sweep over the Bandicoots. Wonderful gameplay. Absolutely wonderful. Let me see if I can get anybody from them over here to do an interview. Well, I believe that's going to wrap it up. It does not seem like anybody from the Superstar team from the Titans wants to do a post game interview. As always, it's Xcalibur. Please feel free to drop a follow. Follow the CSA. Come join us. It's a great league to join. Uh, we do weekly games every Sunday. Uh, Huge amounts of being seen. I'm streaming on my own you know Twitch account. It's also getting shown on the back post. If you feel like streaming, feel free to come join us. We have plenty of staff positions. There's plenty of teams to join, whether you're low ranking, higher ranking. We've got SSLs, we've got CRL players, all kinds. Just come out, come join. It's a great league that's just now starting out. We're in our first season. There's cash prizes. I can't talk enough about this league. It is phenomenal. They listen to voices. If you've ever been a part of a league where you just like I've been a part of a league that it seems like your voice just isn't heard. There's constant constant feedback that the players are given or have time to give. Same, if you join a staff position, me as a caster, me as a player, I've got multiple opportunities. I can bring up, grievances, or maybe I think something could be better, anything like that. It's a phenomenal league to join. Uh, so much opportunity. So come out, come join the league. If you visit the back post, I believe it's CSA back post is the Twitch account. It should have been popping up in my chat. It apparently is not. I'll have to fix that. Um, but I believe it's CSA.com as well. Um, anything like that. Something along those lines. Again, it should have been popping up. It's not. Um, Come join the league. Come show out. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. So until next time, because unfortunately the next games have already been rescheduled. They will be streamed, I'm sure. Probably not by me, but they will be streamed. Until next time, have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day to anyone that's watching, and have a good time. But